So, folks, have you ever walked out of a movie before and just said, why the heck did I just spend all that money to go see this movie that was terrible? And you just wish somebody would have come up to you beforehand and said, hey,
It's an ornament.
whoa, don't see that movie. Don't see that movie at all. Wait for it to show up on television, on TNT. Well, you know what? That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to do, because we are...
The Real Review.
I am Baker.
The Geek.
This is Samson. And we've got the Rooster over here on the boards.
Rooster, what's wrong with you tonight, buddy? What's wrong with you?
I'm just not feeling it tonight. I don't know why.
Huh? You're not being the Rooster tonight.
I know.
What's that all
Put
about?
the hat on and everything.
You got the hat on. You're looking at my ornament over here. My mom gave me that. Don't make fun of that.
Like every other night,
That's
you're like cock-a-doodle-doo, and tonight you're like cock-a-doodle, don't give a crap.
Never said that, but it's a keepsake ornament.
It's an ornament. It's
a
what
golf
Betty D
cart
does,
with
man.
Golfer in it. And I read it.
It's from Caddyshack, idiot.
I mean, I get it now, but why was it close to me? I don't understand.
It was actually.
Let's remove it from his vicinity.
You need to get that away from me. You got some tassels.
I don't even know what that is over there.
Somebody graduated from something.
I don't even know what that is.
96? That's all you.
That's
buddy.
me, man.
That's you, buddy.
Give it to me.
It's purple and gold.
Look at that. 1996 is when I graduated high school. Why are you being an ass?
You're old.
Where'd you go? Klein something?
I got kicked out of Klein Oak. I graduated from Klein High School.
Hey,
I got
look at
kicked
that.
out of Klein Oak.
Bearcats. Rah.
Bed cadets.
Bed cadets.
Whoa.
So awkward.
Sounds like a
Hey,
place
was
I
that the
should
No,
have gone.
no, it's always the derogatory term for the drill team.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So Klein Oak was the Strutters. We called them the Slutters. The Klein High School was the Bearcats.
Cadets.
We called them the Bed Cadets. What was the high school you guys went to? You guys didn't have drill team in there?
Yeah, we did. They were the Seder Bells. We called them the Seder Bells at Concordia Lutheran High School.
Concordia. You went to a Christian school.
Yes,
That's
I did.
ridiculous. Concordia up at 2920, man.
Yeah, right there by
That's where he
Tomball.
went to high school.
Oh, that place?
Yeah, the Walmart prison, the place that's painted like Walmart and has the barbed wire facing in.
No way you went to that place.
I went to that place.
You're no
for
longer
4 years.
shocked why he was an 18-year-old virgin.
Wow.
19. Thank you.
Wow.
19.
There was nothing fun at my high school like that. We went to 3 different high schools. The cheerleaders had their own names, but the Strutter, whatever they were.
No, the drill team, it's hilarious because there's a drill team and there's always some kind of because a good chunk of the chicks on the drill team were whores. Of course. I mean, absolutely.
Not so much at my school.
Well, you went to a Christian school, man.
Yeah.
They probably were. You just didn't know.
No.
Yeah, right? They hid it from their pastor papas.
Exactly. You didn't
Hey,
get
nobody
in
was
there.
hiding nothing from the slutters at Klein Oak because I dated one. They're whores, for sure.
Is it a fun time? Is that
Well, hey,
Oh, it's
hey,
a good time.
I gotta cut you
You always
off there.
appreciate a good whore.
I appreciate a good whore.
I gotta cut you
They
guys
bring
off
joy
here.
to
We're
life.
here to review. We're here to review a movie.
We're talking about whores, people.
They bring joy.
Can we talk about Django?
He said they bring joy to life.
Oh,
That's
you,
awesome.
you people are terrible.
Okay, what
Let's
do we
talk about Django Unchained here, please.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Talking about Django Unchained, the new Quentin Tarantino movie. It stars Jamie Foxx with the help of his mentor. A slave turned bounty hunter sets out to rescue his wife from a brutal Mississippi plantation owner. This was a very interesting setup. This movie was nothing like I thought it was going to be when I walked in. I thought it was going to be much more about the bounty hunter aspect.
Well, I mean, it was, but you're saying that you thought it was just going to be about one particular story,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So a typical Hollywood movie has first, second, and third act. This one, I think, had like 5 acts.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because you get in and you're like learning.
You don't even know, right?
Django's story, and then he gets rescued, right? And then all of a sudden you're learning about they're gonna go find these people who have a bounty or whatever, and you think like the way that it is made to seem, you think this bounty is going to be the rest of the movie,
Right.
and it's that's not the case at all.
At all, actually.
And then you start getting
there's
into
several,
another
right? There's
story.
several different plot lines throughout the whole thing. It definitely kept you I don't know, wanting. You didn't even know what was going on.
No,
Because
not at
it
all.
started off with him, purchasing, which was an excellent scene, the opening scene.
Oh God, it was
Purchasing Christoph Waltz is genius, isn't he? Christoph Waltz is genius, and
Christoph
his character.
Waltz was my favorite character of the whole movie.
I don't know. It was yours too.
No,
right?
because of the first scene, it made him my favorite.
Oh,
character
he was
of the
so
movie.
awesome
It
in
was
that
hilarious.
first scene when he was. He was just great in the whole movie.
I think
His character was phenomenal.
Not at all what I expected his character to be.
No, not at all.
Not at
But
all.
I think
It was
that
great.
he actually should probably be in the first scene of every movie made ever, because
Wow.
this is now 2 movies. Of course, they're both Tarantino's, but Inglourious Bastards, he started the movie.
Oh yeah,
Django Unchained, he starts the movie.
right.
Like, this man can literally get you enthralled immediately.
You know what I thought was really weird, and that they had all these different stars in this movie and characters, but for some reason, Quentin decided to James Raymar, I guess the guy who got shot in the first scene or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And then he was also like the bodyguard of
Yeah, he was
Leonardo.
henchman number 1
Right,
for Leonardo DiCaprio.
right. That he was in the movie twice.
Yeah, that was very weird.
Right, I had to point it out to you. You didn't
Yeah, I
even
didn't notice it until
Right.
you said it. You were like, "Oh my gosh, that's the same guy from the first scene." I'm like,
I mean,
"No way."
The fact that he decided to do that, and because typically when that's done as like a theme, like Coming to America or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a theme in the movie. Like we're gonna have multiple actors play multiple characters, right?
Yeah, Nutty Professor kind of
Right.
thing.
It was just awkward that happened. Like when I saw him the second time, I go, "Whoa, wait! I mean, what's that even going on there?" Right? I don't even understand what's happening with that. And
Yeah.
that character of all people, that's Dexter's father.
Yeah, and you pointed that out to me as well, and I was like, "No way!" And I kept looking every time he'd pop up on screen. I was like, "Holy crap,
Yeah.
that's him!"
That's Dexter's father.
But speaking of Leonardo DiCaprio, I have to ask, Rooster, how much did you hate Leonardo DiCaprio?
You hate
in this?
Leonardo so much, but you loved him. This
I mean,
time.
I hate him as a person and an actor.
You look ridiculous with that hat on. You know that.
I can't. This is fantastic. I need you to wear that hat at all times.
Better take me seriously at this point. Put this hat on.
We don't normally take him seriously, but he puts on the rooster hat. That's like his thinking
It's
cap.
going to go down. I got the hat on. Leonardo did fantastic in this role, though. I
Yeah.
hated him in the role as like his character. You
I-
hate the
it's
guy,
the best
But
he's
you
ever
want
done.
to hate him,
but
yes.
you want. So maybe that's why I liked it so much,
'Cause-
because I hated him as a character. But I hated him in real life. So there's a lot of hatred going on.
I'm
So
telling
there
you,
was some
And I was right
continuity.
there.
There was
Yeah.
some hatred continuity there.
I bet you he gets nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
He probably will. mean, it was
I bet you he
fantastic.
gets nominated for
It was
Best
good.
Supporting Actor. I bet you Christoph Waltz gets nominated for Best Actor.
He deserves that.
I guarantee you that Quentin Tarantino is going to win the Oscar for Best Director.
Yeah, but what?
Has he gotten nominated before?
No,
Best Director?
Yeah. He
Twice.
has?
Twice.
really?
Which
Inglorious Bastards and Pulp
Really?
Fiction.
Wow.
I wouldn't have thought that. So I don't see the industry going, oh, yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
They love
best
him, dude.
actor.
They love him
Really?
because
The
he
industry
brings
lo-
such
yeah.
an insane cult following. Like it's gotten to the point where he doesn't even have a cult following anymore. He just has a plain following. In the beginning, he had a cult following. Now people just they scramble for a new Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's there. I think there's a lot of different parts of this movie that could probably be nominated. I mean, I love the music.
The
Django.
The soundtrack was cool.
it was
Yes.
really
It
cool.
was very cool, actually.
And they used one of my favorite little devices there, the anachronism, where it takes place way back in, what did they say, 1865 or something like that. But they're
It was
playing
a
like
couple years
hip-hop
before this.
songs.
It was a couple years before the Civil War.
Yeah,
So it took place, I think, 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
And so, but they used like hip hop songs and random like rock songs or whatever. So that's an anachronism. It's out of its time frame. It was very cool. I love that use. Samson wouldn't stop bleeding on about the cinematography in this movie. Every single shot, he was like, "Oh my gosh, the cinematography in this is fantastic."
Well, I wouldn't typically associate Quentin Tarantino with great cinematography. He's a master of the shot for sure, but this one was just like an art film almost,
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I mean, the shots were, they were fantastic. Unbelievable, I thought.
No,
I thought for sure. I bet the cinematographer, I bet it gets nominated for best cinematography.
I mean, my wife, we were sitting there, and she's a big art person. That's what she loves, art, visual arts, and everything. She especially the scene which you see in the previews, the scene with the blood on the white flowers. I mean, she was just like, oh my gosh, she was definitely into it. She thought it was a beautiful movie. She said within 15 minutes she wanted to own the movie.
Yeah, the one of the best shots, awkwardly, was when they were going to collect the bounty, or you didn't really know that, right? It had something to do with the sheriff or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was just pouring beer, and he was
using that little stick to take off the foam. Yeah.
Right, the froth. I mean, I don't know why that struck me so much, but it did. I was like, wow, this is like...
It was very cool. It was very immersive, almost. I mean, you're in that room, you're watching this happen. It was very cool.
Is that what cinematography is?
Yeah.
Cinematography, it's the use of the camera to create imagery further than just what you're seeing. So
like a director puts together the shots and what he wants from the particular scene, and then he conveys that to the director of photography.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the guy who sets up all the lights. Like, the director will be like, well, the camera's going to be here and here, right? So the cinematographer is going to be the guy who will light it. Okay. And they'll have a crew with them, grips and so forth, and they'll light it all. And the look that you get, that feel, that look, it's the only thing that I knew I was terrible at in filmmaking. Like, I wasn't good at it.
So you're the director guy, but
I was more of the producer guy, for sure. But, I mean, I could do direction, but... Cinematographers are the true, I think, artists on the set, aside from the writers.
That's when you take it back.
Like, the writers are the artists who create the story and everything.
Yeah.
And directors, they love to say they're the greatest. They're not really. I mean, they have direction and they have assistants and all kinds of weird crap, But I think the biggest artists on the set are the writers and the cinematographers. Cinematographers, I mean, they're the ones who really create the feel of the movie,
That's when you feel it and you almost go, wow,
that's a great amazing scene, amazing great shot,
yeah.
Wow.
You bring up writers. I walking out of this, I think this movie only cemented my belief that, Quentin Tarantino is the master of the dialogue.
Oh, he's the best.
I mean, everything...
absolutely.
I always bring up Inglourious Bastards. I mean, you had, Christoph Waltz again. The first 20 minutes of the movie was him talking over a glass of milk. Mm-hmm. He was just talking. And I never once was like, oh, can we get this over with? No, I was in. I was in the whole time. And the same thing happened in this movie. The dialogue, which when you listen to someone talk for 20 minutes, I listen to you talk for 20 minutes and I'm bored, But
no, you're not.
Maybe not, but I'd like to let you think that, I'm my own person.
You're not.
I know. But anyways, in this movie, the same thing happened, a bunch of talking and everything, but no, I was never bored. Never once was I like, oh, can we get this scene over with? Every scene had its place, and it was just as enthralling as the last.
I don't really know the body of work of... the cinematographer.
What's that?
Robert Richardson.
Okay, I don't know that name at all, sadly.
Right, well, he did Hugo,
Okay.
Shutter Island, Inglourious Bastards.
Wow.
Aviator, Kill Bill 1 and 2, The Four Feathers. That sucked. Bringing Out the Dead, The Horse Whisperer, Wag the Dog. That was good. U-Turn, Nixon, Casino. Really?
Wow, this guy is...
Natural Born Killers, A Few Good Men, JFK, City of Hope, The Doors, Born on the 4th of July, Talk Radio, Wall Street. No, really?
Wow.
Huh?
This guy has had a very awesome career.
Which is, the funny part is that typically, like, writers and DPs, cinematographers or director of photography or whatever, they typically stay with, it's like the guys who do the scores. Yeah. They stay with particular directors. Once a director finds
Burton always has Danny Elfman.
Right. I mean, they find a guy that they like and it works. This guy, he's all over the page, huh?
Yeah.
I dig that about him. I don't even know. I've never heard his name before.
No.
But my God, you saw that body of work is very impressive.
Yeah.
You know?
That was great.
Rooster, you just passed out, or are you going to add something in here? What are you doing over there?
No, I was just listening. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. So, Samson, tell me a bit here.
Look at this.
What's your rating?
Oh, must be seen. You have to see it on the silver screen. Have to.
Yeah.
It's probably going to go in my top 10.
Really?
Yeah. That's a bold statement from the cinema snob.
Well,
top 10
that
of
is
all
a bold
time?
top 10 of all time. This is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
I will agree with you on that. This is by far my favorite Tarantino.
And I like him. I think he's overrated. It almost brought me back into being a fan for him, because for a while I was like, I loved Inglourious Bastards. I didn't care for the Kill Bills, and I hated Jackie Brown. So I thought he had just like, you know, a bunch of years of crap. You know, I love Pulp Fiction, love Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs was my number one until this.
I absolutely love True Romance, and he wrote that. But I mean, he won me back a little bit with Inglourious Bastards. It was a very good movie. I didn't think it was like the best, but I thought it was like, all right, cool. He's back to what he kind of does thing. But this one, to me, it just lamented him as a master director. I thought I'm not gonna say it was perfect, but there's only a couple movies that I could think of that are perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect, like you would never change them.
Yeah.
You know? And this wasn't that, but it was damn near close. It was very good. It was very, very good.
Rooster, what about yourself? What have you got there for a rating?
I would definitely see this a couple times in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we saw it together. I would bring more people with myself to go see it again because it was so entertaining. I was blown away. It's one of the few movies that I look so forward to seeing it from the previews, and then I saw it and I was just so happy when I left.
Yeah,
it was great. It was fantastic.
I'm not entertained by the fact that you have your feet in our face. What's going on?
He's got his feet up on the table right in front of us.
Is that a couch rest for you right now?
You know what? I'm okay with it. I am okay with it.
Just having a good time.
I totally hate it. I want to take it and just punch his foot.
But no, I agree with you. There was a lot of emotion throughout this entire movie. I mean, everything. There was moments of sadness, moments of fear, moments of anger.
You didn't think that this movie potentially could be offensive to many people?
Yeah.
You talk about pushing the envelope. My God.
Oh,
they dropped the N-word
like more than any movie I've ever seen in my life.
This movie had more N-bombs than an Eddie Griffin comedy special.
Right. I mean, this was Blazing Saddles 2012 action R-rated version.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Huh? I mean, it was. I mean, I would think that there was a lot of. Spike Lee boycotted this movie. He said he wouldn't watch it because it endorsed slavery. Well, I mean, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
he's definitely an idiot. So I mean,
yeah, he is
for sure. But
I don't think it endorsed it at all. I just think that
it definitely it played on it.
Yeah.
It painted it in
a movie.
It painted it in a terrible light.
But I mean, it pushed some serious buttons, man.
It just didn't piss off that many people because it's not going to piss off that many people because Tarantino has an impasse.
He has an impasse.
He has received the impasse. He is allowed to drop the N-bomb whenever he wants because somebody gave him the impasse. And you know what? He works with it, and it actually added to the movie for me. I don't think that movie would have been as powerful at all if it didn't have that underlying theme of just pure, unbridled racism.
Oh, there was so much racism in that movie towards every color associated in that movie.
Yes.
I mean, just unbelievable racism.
I was shocked at how much that was prevalent in the movie.
Yes.
I was shocked, actually.
I wasn't expecting it.
It took me a while to almost get accustomed to it. To where I wasn't going, oh my God, I can't believe they said that again.
Right. No, the whole time. And then Samuel L. Jackson came out, and I mean, it was unbelievable. I was like, his whole character is so offensive. His whole character was so offensive. I hated
Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Yes.
You hated him.
You hated him, but you laughed your ass off the entire time he was running his mouth. I mean, he ran his mouth, and it was hilarious.
That might have actually been some of the best acting I've seen out of Samuel L. Jackson, because he wasn't playing the leather-clad, angry cop or something else. He wasn't just sitting there saying, "Get out of here!"
Don't forget about Snakes on a Plane.
Oh no, that was his greatest acting achievement ever.
Come on, don't cut him short.
But no, this movie he played something that I would not have expected. I mean, he was almost decrepit. I mean, he's leaning on that walking stick like it was his last chance at life. I mean, he's just like he was so old.
That was not the character that I saw him in the previews.
No. Well, he was always sitting down in the previews.
No, not just being decrepit, but his whole thing. It was crazy.
Yeah, he was crazy. He was great.
He was crazy.
Right?
He was a terrible person, but a fantastic character.
There were some people behind us that were so happy that he got shot, you know? They were so happy about it, huh? That's why I said it has a visceral response.
Yeah, I agree.
It is a visceral response. I mean, people see it, they're going to have an opinion of what's going on.
You know what else gets a real visceral response?
What?
When people spoil movies.
Oh, I did it again.
Spoiler!
Son of a man. I did it again.
It's okay. We'll let you slide on this.
I did it again.
It's a Tarantino movie. A lot of people are going to die.
Right, okay. So people die in the movie, all right?
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. You figure it out. Don't shake your head, Rooster. I'll punch you in the mouth.
I can't believe you said that.
Why? Yes, you didn't even notice I said it until Baker pointed it out.
I saw him holding himself back from the microphone.
You saw me do it.
I looked at you, and I was
seriously?
Like, all right, so you know
Damn
what?
it!
Hey, look, probably everybody in this movie gets shot at least once.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're fine at that point, really.
All right, folks, so I'm going to go out and say also, I'm going to agree with these two knuckleheads here. I stole your line. You like that?
Knucklehead is definitely my line. Why are you taking my line, dude?
Because it's what I do. I steal your thoughts, I steal your beliefs, I steal your lines, and then I make them into something better because I'm the geek.
Yeah, you are. He's definitely riding a Pegasus right now.
I don't know. Pegasus do not Pegasi. Pegasus.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know, but they don't sound like eagles, and I just try to sound like an eagle.
I have no idea why you try to do a Pegasus voice. You can't help yourself.
I think a Pegasus should be voiced by Liam Neeson at all times.
Why Liam Neeson? I would think Ian McKellen would be a better Pegasus. It's gonna be.
It's a Pegasus, not a flamingo. Okay. But I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna agree with these guys.
Look at the rooster; has no idea.
He does not care. He's so angry.
Flying horses? Is that what you're talking about?
Who would be the better voice of a flying horse? Ian McKellen or
Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
Who's McKellen?
Ian McKellen was Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
I don't.
Do you even watch movies?
Yeah. I don't know.
How do you not know who these people are?
I don't know his name.
No, I guess I understand.
Yeah, over Liam Neeson.
He's
You would take him over Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Ian McKellen is
who's the
X-Men?
horse in the first place?
Who's the X-Men?
Oh, he was Magneto.
He's Magneto in the X-Men.
I know who he is once you said who he was. I know his name though.
Oh, you guys are terrible. You know what? I'm gonna say.
What the hell are we talking about?
It must be seen on the big screen because I think this movie just pulls so many emotions out of you, and I would see this multiple times. I'm gonna own it when it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray.
I'll buy the
director's cut, the
right.
special edition.
Right, for sure.
Absolutely. It was
fantastic movie. Must be seen on the silver screen. Highest rating I could possibly give it. One of the best movies. And that's big for me. I'm telling you, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It's definitely the only time we've all agreed on seeing silver screen.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
The first
Here
time
comes the boom.
you and I agreed.
I didn't see it though.
Exactly.
Well, what the hell are you doing?
I would have agreed if y'all would have invited me.
Oh, look at
now
that.
You know how I feel when you two go partying and I get to sit at home
doing the dishes.
Thank
you. Do you do the dishes in those pants you're wearing right now?
What the
greatest
hell are you
pants
wearing?
ever. These are Ninja Turtle pajama pants.
He's wearing Ninja Turtle.
Teenage.
You know. I don't even want to admit the fact that I had a Ninja Turtles backpack in the 7th grade.
I had a Ninja Turtles sleeping bag and a Ninja Turtles bed set and every Ninja Turtle action figure that existed.
And that was last year.
Oh yeah. Damn it all.
Do y'all recall Vanilla Ice singing the second Ninja Turtle movie?
Oh,
Vanilla Ice, go Ninja, go Ninja.
Go.
Yeah,
oh, you loved? Did you love it?
I loved it. I saw it with my dad. I was like 8, 10. I have no idea how old I was.
You love Vanilla Ice, don't you?
Yeah,
you love
I did.
You love Vanilla Ice?
I have a whole Vanilla Ice story, which I won't tell right now.
No, you tell it right now with your mouth.
No. He needs to save it.
Tongue.
He needs to save it for our next guilty pleasure because he's gonna enjoy that.
Yeah,
I want to hear it now.
No,
it's too late, buddy.
We're gonna have to do it in another segment.
It's guilty pleasure time.
Yes. All right, folks. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We are The Real Review. You can find us at facebook.com/TheRealReviewTX. Also follow us on Twitter at Samson L. Matador, at Baker the Geek, and at The Rooster BB. Thanks a lot. Catch you guys next time.